Welcome to Midair. By now you've completed both tutorials and you've joined a match. I'm going to go through the loadout customization interface that you would use when you want to change weapons and change around your loadout. And I'm going to try to do this in one take, so bear with me. So if you haven't messed with your loadout at all yet, you're going to have the three basic weapons, which is the chain gun, the ring launcher, and the blaster. And your augment is going to be boost. So your augment is kind of the special ability for that class, or for that loadout that you can choose. And you should also have hand grenades as your throwable. So if we want to go ahead and change this loadout, you have to press escape, which takes you to the loadout screen, customize tab loadouts. We are in CTF right now, so there's 10 presets for CTF that we can use. And yours is going to look pretty similar to this. You're not going to have medium or heavy unlocked, but if you did have those unlocked through progression, then you would be able to switch over them. But when I click it, it takes me to the unlock tree and shows me that I need to buy it, or not buy it, but unlock it with the skill points. So let's just change a basic weapon here. So we go down to the weapons section, and let's say we're going to change the chain gun. I'm going to assume at this point you don't have any other weapons unlocked, but I think one of the first things you need to do, or should be doing, is unlocking the grenade launcher, and we'll go over unlocks in a bit. But let's say I want to change out this blaster to a grenade launcher, so I'm going to click on that one, I'm going to click on grenade launcher, and I'm going to equip it. So now I have chain gun, ring launcher, grenade launcher. Now if you go back out, that change isn't going to take place to your loadout until you either respawn or use a inventory station. So we're going to go down here and hop into an inventory station, and now we've got our grenade launcher. So let's say we want to change this up even further. You have the options to rearrange the order of your weapons, so we'll make the grenade launcher first, we'll make the chain gun number 2, we'll make the blaster number 3. You have the options to change the name of this preset loadout, so we're going to name this Loadout 1. Okay, you have the option to change the skin if you have any unlocked. I don't, so we don't have any, but here's what they would look like if you had unlocked. You can also change your augments. Again, if you're just starting out, you're not going to have any of these unlocked, I don't think. I actually haven't unlocked any either, but you have your pack, which is, this is like a shield. You can go through all these. You can read all about them on the right side. Kinetics, the kind of basic one, it deals with packs dealing with energy and mobility. So we already showed the boost, and I like to use energy regen, so that's one of the first things you unlock, and that just gives you a lot more energy, or faster energy regen. So I'm going to make sure I've got that equipped. So here's my packs. Both of these are passive augments, so you can see the dash through them, which means they just happen on their own. There's nothing I need to do. If we were using boost, that one is an active augment. So you can see here it says that's my button I've got bound to boosting. So I would hit C to use that augment. I'm going to go back to the energy regen and equip that. So let's say, let's talk about unlocks now. So you want to go over and check out your unlock screen. After you've completed the 2 tutorials, I think it gives you a couple skill points to mess around with. I think it might force you to unlock the grenade launcher. I don't remember. But let's say you've played a couple games and you've gotten some skill points. Pretty basic on how to spend them. You can mouse wheel in and out to make the map bigger and check out the tree. Different items have different value. So if I want to unlock the stealth augment, it's going to cost me 3 points. Same with the heavy. So 3 points is the max. See this one, if I want to unlock the augment, or I'm sorry, this is a stealth pack. If I want to unlock the augment for the kinetic pack, which I already own, the blink augment, that's only 2 points. And I think there's some that may be one. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I think these are all, you unlocked all these through doing the tutorials. Those were one. So you can go through and see. So you have to kind of plan out what you want to do. So I really wanted to unlock the fighter. So I've worked up a tree to get the fighter out. And I'm not there yet. So I'm saving up my skill points for that. Again, every time you level up, you're going to get extra, or you're going to earn more skill points. And so try to, based on how you want to play, spend your skill points wisely. So I don't really like being in medium armor or heavy armor, so I haven't bothered to unlock those, but for some people that may be one of the first things that they've unlocked. So you can see here I've got plasma and sniper unlocked. So we're going to hop over to the loadout screen and equip a sniper actually, because I want to show you how that can change the spawn rate. So when you equip the railgun, you can see here that I've got a little number here. It says +2 seconds. And I think it shows you in this, might not show you in this menu. So just to show you again, if I go back to the ring launcher, that +2 seconds is going to go away. I'm going to go back to the railgun. +2 seconds is going to come back. So that is your respawn rate when you're in CTF mode. This is only in base CTF mode. So what that's doing is adding time to how long it will take for you to respawn. So if we go out here and we respawn, or let's say we get killed, or we kill ourselves as it were, you can see the time down there is counting down from, I think it started at 8 seconds or 7 seconds, and now I'm ready to respawn with Loadout 1. We're going to do that one more time for you to see it. It happens pretty fast. So this time I'm just going to suicide. And there's going to be two options I want you to focus on. So there's a respawn in your loadout, and then there's emergency respawn. So the emergency respawn is a quicker respawn. For example, if your base is under fire or you want to really get back in the action quick, you can choose to do the emergency respawn and get out in, I think, 3.5 seconds or 4 seconds, or you can wait for your full loadout. So watch closely as I suicide. Whoops, that's not my suicide button. So there it goes. So the emergency spawn is already ready to go, and I waited another 3 or 4 seconds for my sniper loadout. So I'm going to do that again, and we'll show you the emergency spawn. So I'm going to be hitting right mouse button, and I got the emergency spawn, and I saved looked like I saved about 5.5 seconds by doing that. This one has no packs or augments. It has a chain gun, ring, and blaster, and it is in the light. So if I wanted to get my loadout, I would now have to go to a inventory station. So again, this is if you really want to get back in the action quickly, and you need to, you want to finish off that enemy that just killed you at your base, or quickly get back to defend the flag. That's your option, but you are kind of weaker because you don't have your augment, or don't have your weapons that you wanted to go to. What else? So again, everything you add, so the extra time for respawn is stackable, I believe. So I think if you were in heavy armor, that adds a certain amount of seconds. Heavy armor with a mortar and a sniper or whatever. Actually, I'm not sure if the heavy can even equip the sniper, but that would add, that would all stack up. And also, if your gens are down, that's going to make the respawn take even longer. So I'll just run down and do that real quick. And we will see here that the respawn is going to be even slower. So now we're going to respawn, and you can see we had a whole 13 seconds, but the emergency spawn is just as fast. So ideally you would want to emergency spawn and quickly repair your gens so that your teammates don't have to suffer the long loadout times. One more thing I'm going to cover is you have a little more customization with your class, so you can change we already went over changing skins, I believe. So if you have unlocked skins for your weapons, you can go in there and change those. So it's the same way. You pick on the slot. So if I want to change my grenade launcher, I'm going to go in there. Got the appearance right here. I've unlocked a black skin obsidian for my grenade launcher. So I'm going to put that on and visit an inventory station. Well, I can't visit an inventory station because my gens are down, so I'm just going to suicide and wait the 13 seconds. So keep in mind when you unlock things, you have to take a look at the unlock screen and make sure you've got everything unlocked that you're trying to do. For example, the engineer unlock, when you unlock the engineer pack, that gets you some of the deployables, but there are more deployables that you need to unlock if you want to use them. So if you were to just buy the engineer pack and not any of these, you wouldn't be able to put down a deployable inventory. You would have, I think, like the basic turret and maybe no sensors or a basic sensor. But you would have to go through and unlock those as well. So those look like they're each 2 points. So let's just check out our grenade launcher here. Yeah, so we've got our cool black skin for it. And just one more thing, you can go over here to this tab and change your voice and spray if you have any of those unlocked. So I don't have any voice packs unlocked. I do have some sprays, so pretty straightforward. You can equip them, and there you go. And let me just check, make sure I'm not missing anything here. Be sure to read the descriptions so that you know what you're unlocking. All unlocks are permanent. Oh, if you have paid for this game in early access, or maybe you were a Kickstarter funder, you should have access to all of the progression. It's called the progression pack or the mana pack, I believe. The one thing is that you can't use it in game or in a server. So we're going to go ahead and exit this match, and when we get out here you will see that we have use progression pack available for us. So if you click that, that will unlock the entire tree. I'm not sure why I haven't used it yet. I like torturing myself, I guess. So that is an option if you were a early access supporter. The other thing that you can do from not in a match that you can't do in a match is change loadouts for all of your modes. So you can see each mode you can have different loadout sets for each mode. They all work the same way, but you can go through them and mess with your presets. I usually just, especially because I don't have much unlocked, I usually just stick with one or two presets for each one. Obviously in LCTF that's even less of a thing. But there you go. If you have any more questions about the unlock screen or setting your loadouts, you can go to the Discord and ask there. There's plenty of helpful people, and have fun.